I think the best word I can use from my head now is that of chaos. It's chaotic, it's sympathetic, it is indeed unbelievable. It's so incredible that this is happening to an oil-producing area that lays the golden egg for our country. It's unbelievable.
What should be the way forward from here?
Well, the way forward will be that the federal government should now realize that an urgent step must be taken now. Now and now. And let me recall that this happened in 2022, the flood of 2022, where one of the Buhari ministers labeled Bayelsa State as one of the states that was not even counted among the 10 most affected flood states in Nigeria. And it was that same flood that the United Nations representative came to Bayelsa State and described that flood as monumental and next only to the flood in Pakistan, where Buhari and his government went to donate monies in Pakistan and abandoned Bayelsa and abandoned the people of the Niger Delta. And that is what is going on and has continued up until today. This same flood rocked the state of Bayelsa. The road leading to our premier university, the Niger Delta University, was broken into 3. And all of you here, pressmen, you know the actions that have been taken by me and my government. The road we have from Sagbama to Ekirimo was broken into 2, just like this. And you're also aware of the actions that we have taken. The road from Opokuma down to Sabagria was broken again into 3. And all of this was the same flood of 2022. How come that a Bayelsa state government with meager resources will be able to repair their own roads and this major highway, a very important infrastructure, road infrastructure that links the south to the east to the west of the southern part of Nigeria, is abandoned by the federal government of Nigeria? Why? Why? What have we done to deserve this suffering? People have been here for 1 week, 2 weeks. What have we done? I am pained. I would have flown by air to Port Harcourt, but I wanted to feel what my people are feeling. And those of us who are in power, who move around with police, army, who has all the money to fly, one day you will come and face these people. I put a call across to the Honorable Minister of Works, just 2 days ago. I got these reports from very high personnel who visited me from Port Harcourt. And now they spent 4 hours on this road. And so I put a call across to the Honorable Minister. The Honorable Minister put a conference call to the contractor. And the contractor claimed that it was because of the impatience of the drivers that the road is blocked. Now I am here to confirm that the contractor was lying, that there was nothing like impatience on the part of the drivers. And there was no plan while they were reconstructing this road, that one part of the road be prepared for vehicles to pass while they work on the other part. There was no plan. The contractor had no plan, and that is why our people are suffering. I appreciate the concern of the Honorable Minister, who immediately put a conference call with me and him and the contractor. I hereby call on the Honorable Minister to either sack the contractor or tell the contractor to now do the needful to assuage the suffering of our people. The president meant well to have done and awarded the coastal road. And as governors of the South-South, we appreciated, Mr. President. However, the existing road must not be abandoned. This road is the only road that links all the South-South states. It's the only road that links us to the eastern part of Nigeria. It's the only road that links us to the west of Nigeria. And may I use this opportunity to once again appeal to Mr. President that he should call all relevant personnel about this road now and now to ensure that our people will have some respite. Possibly, send the Minister of Works down to what is happening here. Let him come and see by himself. He shouldn't stay in Abuja and get reports from his contractor. Come and see the people that are suffering here as a result of lack of plan on the reconstruction of this road. I am pained. I don't mean any insult. I am speaking from my heart as governor of Bayelsa State and as a Nigerian who sees other Nigerians and people of my region suffering. Thank you.